we get here, Tim? How did we get to this point where
people stopped getting thrown in hospitals?
Yeah.
You know, there was there was a time in this country where you didn't decide whether you went to the hospital. Someone else decided whether you went to the hospital. And I know that because of my mother. And then people started to go, you know what? You get to decide when you go to the hospital.
Right.
Sometimes you need a timeout, and someone has to give you that timeout. Somebody has to say to you, you're going to take a timeout.
Right.
You're going to go to this hospital. They're going to take your shoes.
What's up, everybody? That's Chris. I'm Yannis, and we are not going to prison for doing a lot of bad stuff. The only RICO we know is in your house.
That's it. Yeah, because RICO, that's a good one. I got a couple of family members. There's going to be a couple of RICOs in my pool this summer.
That's about it. And thank God for that. Thank God for that.
Yeah, I mean, because here's the thing. We're going to talk about Diddy a little bit on the page. I mean, the amount, can you just read off the crimes again? I think a lot of people know Diddy's fucked, but I don't think you know how fucked. I mean, they got him on crimes that are like, what is one of them? Like, just basically one of them is just like filming yourself having sex.
Yeah, non-consensual porno. I mean, that's the least. I mean, the diddler. He's the diddler. Maybe he changed his name to Diddy because if anyone changes their name, they did something bad. They wanted to reset, like, you know, when Facebook turned to Meta.
Yeah,
it's like, and you know when what's his name, Bruce Jenner changed to Caitlyn. Mm-hmm. It was because Bruce Jenner killed a guy in a car.
It's what it is.
So when Facebook changed to Meta, it was because they were taking all types of money from these Russian farms to promote all this stuff. They were doing all this bad stuff. Kids were committing suicide and all that. And so Facebook just went, you know what? We didn't do that because we're Meta.
Yeah.
There is no Facebook.
Yeah.
Just like Bruce Jenner said, there is no Bruce Jenner.
Yeah.
I'm Caitlyn.
Yeah.
Bruce Jenner killed that girl.
Yeah.
I didn't kill that girl.
It's very, 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 very true when the kids just change names. What is very interesting to me about Diddy is he's been in prison now since the summer with all these, I mean, his lawyer just quit and the kid still hasn't wound up dead or killed himself. So does that tell you that the kid just will never do it or he genuinely thinks he's going to get out?
I think generally black people don't kill themselves. When you look at the stats, it's like only white dudes like to kill themselves.
What do you think
and
it
white
is?
girls.
What do you think it is?
Less sun.
Yeah.
I think we just get less sun.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in your household, you're going to be the one that offs yourself. Your family with more melanin, they will stay.
They will stay, and I'm going to off myself too because make no mistake, I'm getting pushed into a house in Garden City.
You don't want to be there.
I don't want to be there.
Want to be in that house. You want to be at Westchester.
Go back to Staten Island.
Yeah, you want to go back to
Where
Staten
things
Island.
are familiar.
Yeah, when you said that to Chelsea Handler, she looked at you like, why would you be in Staten Island?
Yeah.
And you were like, because I'm a Republican.
Yeah, and she was not. I think Chelsea Handler, who knows when you're going to hear this, the Chelsea Handler episode. We were planning on putting it out next week, but then her PR person said, can you please put this out March 25th? It's correlates with her special. And I said, okay, but we're probably not going to do it because the thing is, by the way, I like the PR guy a lot. He shout out Paul from Lebanon, good kid. But I think that I couldn't tell if she liked us or not.
Yeah, I think she liked us, but here's the deal. I don't think she cares. I think she's shut off.
She is shut off.
She's shut off.
Which is a good one that Yannis and I came up with on the phone the other day.
You came up with it. It's great.
And shut off, so that just means when you just are shut off, it just means that your personality is shut the fuck off.
Yeah, you don't feel too much. You don't really care too much. You're just moving through life and you're pushing people out of the way.
Is Diddy shut off?
He is shut off.
So you don't think let me ask you this.
The lights are off.
Do you think the walls close in on him mentally when he wakes up every day in the prison, or he doesn't care? He's just adjusted his life to being in prison now?
No, I think the walls close in because it's just that's the one thing he wants to be able to do is abuse people, and he can't. And now all his freedom to abuse people has been taken away. The kid loves power. That's what got him off. I mean, that's what got him off. And you know what the crazy thing is? Right before this happened, anyone would kill to go to a Diddy party.
Sure.
It had such a good reputation.
Sure.
The white party, oh my God, I want to go to the Hamptons and be part of the white party. I want to wear all white. I want to be in Diddy's house. And everyone wanted to go. This kid was able to somehow, even though him and J-Lo fucking, did they murder a guy or they had a gun or something?
I think they killed somebody.
Murdered.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Shine took the blame.
Music people just get away with anything.
Because I got to be honest with you, it's nice to not be in this world.
It's really nice.
It's real nice to not be in this world at all. We never even are on the list for these types of things. We will never get invited to this type of shit. And it just feels nice.
I just don't even listen to rap music anymore. I just want a big separation between me and the rap world.
It's what it is.
Yeah, because bad things happen in the rap world.
Yeah, because it's nice to just put on old Hitler videos and throw in a little college dropout.
Because he has allegations including sexual misconduct, abuse. He's got forced labor, kidnapping, arson, bribery, obstruction of justice, non-consensual pornography. I mean, the kid's shoplifting.
I mean, somebody's going to read his, on that first day of court, they're going to read his charges, and then the judge is just going to do Tim Dillon voice. Not good.
Now,
That's what's going to happen.
Yeah, here's a very funny thing. His lawyer's name, guess what his lawyer's name was? Anthony Rico.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, how funny is that?
Is that the kid that quit?
The kid that quit's name was Anthony Rico, which, make no mistake, is what they got Diddy on.
Yeah,
Rico.
The Rico Act. Now, is Anthony Rico, Jesse, if we could pull it up, Anthony Rico, there's been big headlines why he quit, and they're trying to make it up like, oh, it's because of this, because of that. But the real truth is that there's so much evidence against Diddy that there is no possible way to win, and the kid just walked away.
Yeah, because I think what happened is his lawyers, Diddy's lawyers, tried to get all the house-rated evidence that they got. They tried to make it inadmissible in court. I don't think they won, and I think his lawyer goes, if we can't do that, then what are we going to do?
Yeah, because you know what happens too, I think, with the law is like, if your client is so beyond guilty with this, then you don't want the tables start to turn on you.
Yeah.
And you're like, how, here, go down a little bit, just so we can read, because it's like, quit the music, his lawyer quit. Anthony Rico filed a surprise motion and withdraws one of Diddy's planned 6 defense attorneys, saying, under no circumstance can I continue.
Yes.
So, scroll down just a little bit. I mean, Meghan Markle, 25-year-old Meghan Markle will get banged out.
35-year-old Meghan Markle, she's so hot.
Prince Harry will get banged out.
Yeah, but
because he's redheaded, no fumes.
Yeah, he's got zero fumes, but she is really, to me, she's very beautiful.
I mean, because this kid Anthony Rico defended terrorists.
Yeah,
he defended. Look, he said he defended guys who were in Al Qaeda.
Yeah.
He says, having knowledge of someone in Al Qaeda is not a criminal act. Many members of Al Qaeda are not involved in criminal activity. So he was defending Al Qaeda publicly, and he said, no, thank you.
Yeah, that's how you know.
That's funny.
That's how you know how evil Diddy was and how much evidence there is. He said, I can't continue under any circumstances. And this guy fucking, he had Muhammad Atta.
Because he defended the cops that shot and killed Sean Bell in 2008. He was like, they didn't know what they were doing.
Yeah, he
walked away from Diddy.
He went into court of law and said, did those planes hit that building? I didn't see it.
Yeah.
It was a hologram.
It was a hologram. And then the kid, but now it said client privilege prevents him from revealing the details. But Mr. Rico told the court in New York, although I have provided Sean Combs with a high level of legal representation expected by the court, under no circumstances can I continue to effectively serve as counsel for Sean Combs. These are sufficient reasons for brevity in my application for withdrawal as counsel in the case. So will one day we find out what those reasons were?
I think I can read between the lines, and I think what happened is they had a meeting in a law office in a private room, and I think Diddy tried to rape him.
It's what it is.
And he was like, I can't do this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if Diddy...
And then Diddy brought in Justin Bieber, said, you want to suck him off?
Yeah, you want to suck him off. Now, that kid, Justin Bieber, just doesn't look good right now.
Well, he's starting to flip out towards the paparazzi now. The paparazzi have I just saw an article that said, he was always nice to the paparazzi, always. But now he's being like aggressive towards them and like yelling at them because they're probably saying like every time they see him, like, did you suck Diddy's dick or not?
Yeah, if I was him, I would just get ahead of it and be like, look, I'm a kid from Canada. I don't know what's going on. I came to the United States. I said the N-word. It's just what I did. And yeah, Diddy, he used me like a fleshlight. Just come out and say, I was Diddy's fleshlight for a little while.
What it is. Yeah, I mean, I feel bad for the kid.
The kid does not look great.
He doesn't look good. I feel bad for the kid, but how could you? I mean, you're going through the shit, whether it's true or not, just the allegations are enough. And it's one of those things where I'm telling you kids, not that I know, but you don't want to be famous like this.
You just
really don't. It's so much easier to just have your life be anonymous. It was interesting to hear Chelsea Handler say that she feels even at her level she's anonymous.
Well, because she's got like that great level. I mean, she's big like Burr, but Burr has that same type of life where Burr walks around. I mean, he took a picture on the gram the other day where he was just walking by himself, and he took a picture of an old cigar store he used to go to. He put it on the gram. He's like, I miss this place. I used to go in there and get a stick a lot. I've walked with Burr on the street, and
he gets recognized.
He gets recognized, but not a lot.
Right.
Even Nate told me it's like not. It's going to change now that he's on SNL and mainstream.
Right.
But Graham K, I asked, because Graham K opens for him all the time. He's like, he doesn't get recognized a lot. Like you'd expect it to be a lot more, but comedy fame is just, it's more your fans. It's more like, there's a lot of people who still don't know who Nate Bargatze is.
Which
it's
is
less
wild.
and less and less.
Right.
But it's not like Justin Bieber or Brad Pitt or Ben Affleck.
Even
or
Kevin
J-Lo.
Hart. Kevin Hart's a comic who's like everybody knows.
Yeah, it's just like you're going to walk down the street and you have to always have security with you at all times.
But it is interesting, though, because it goes back to what black people don't kill themselves. Black people don't handle fame as poorly as whites either.
No.
When black people are really famous, like Kevin Hart's not walking around like that.
Well, but Martin Lawrence was walking around naked with guns and shit like that, and Cat Williams did do that as well.
Yeah, but that's a little thing called crack.
Which the blacks do like.
Which they do that a little more.
Yeah.
So that offsets it. But if you remove crack from the equation, then the blacks do take fame a lot better than the whites, because I think you know what it is. You know what I think it is too?
Yeah.
I think that in sometimes this is not just like white people look for problems more.
Yeah.
Black people look for solutions more.
Right, because their whole lives have been problems.
Exactly. Like they feel being born black in America is in itself a problem. So they're like,
interesting.
How can I find a solution? So when they get rich and famous, they're like, I found the solution. Where white people are like, problems. How do I come up with more problems?
They did find a big solution, the blacks did. It's called marijuana.
Yeah.
They love it.
Yeah.
They love to smoke marijuana.
Yeah.
They love to get high.
Yeah, and by the way, I just want to say anyone who I know what I was saying, I was talking about like the grandiose of being white and saying the solution, and that's not good.
No, you can't say solution.
I didn't mean it like that.
Yeah, you just there's one word that goes in front of that it's too close.
Yeah,
it's too close.
Yeah,
if you want to use solution, you got to say a solution.
A solution.
It's a good article. Or the specific solution.
Right.
Or the intermediate solution.
Yeah, you don't say the word that rhymes with spinal.
Yeah, you want to go the immediate solution. You don't want to say the word that word.
Don't say any words begin with an F.
Yeah, you don't want to say it. You know when there's two teams playing at the end of the NBA season, there's only two teams left. You don't want to mention that.
Yeah.
You don't want to say that.
Yeah.
It's the second round solution.
It's what it is.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Eastern Conference Championship solution. Yeah. But it's what it is, so the Kid Diddy. Now, the thing is with the Kid Diddy is he, do you think that, here's the question, do you think that somebody like P. Diddy, was he going to be a criminal with or without fame? Or did fame make him a criminal?
That's interesting. He was born in Harlem, 1969, raised by his mother.
We're not saying that you being born in Harlem automatically makes you a criminal.
No, not automatically.
Not at all.
But
we're not saying
10% chance more.
It just goes a little bit higher, but that's just circumstantial.
Circumstantial.
Because you could also, if you're born in certain parts of Staten Island, you got a 10% chance of going up to be a criminal too, because the mafia.
6 or 7.
But it still goes up.
It still goes up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but here's the thing, okay? He was raised by his mother after his father's untimely death. So no father in the home.
Got it. So no father in the home is big.
Unfortunately, it's a big Republican talking point, but statistically, it's just objectively true.
Right.
It's just objectively true. When you don't have a father in the home,
It
you're
sucks.
more prone to criminal behavior. Just like if you're adopted, you're more prone to criminal behavior.
Either
it's just a fact.
if the father isn't there or the mother rejects you.
Yes.
That's because adoption is the mother rejecting you.
Big time.
That's what they feel.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
a biggie.
Yeah, your mother treated you like the Kembe Mutombo.
Now here's like this.
No, not today.
No.
R.I.P. to Kembe Mutombo.
Yeah, and if you have to make the first move on your mom, it's a bad scene. If
That's
your
not
mother
good.
doesn't give you hugs and you got to make the first move,
That's not good.
That's not
Yeah.
good. Now here's another strike that may answer your
Tell me.
question. He went to Catholic boys' school in the Bronx, that's where the gay mayhem came from.
That's true.
Yeah.
Wow, because I almost bought a house in Westchester. I was going to send my kids to school in the Bronx.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. He went to an all-boys Catholic school. That could be bad. And then he later enrolled in Howard University.
Great university.
Just like Sean King.
Oh.
Yeah. Sean
Okay.
King also went to Howard University.
Howard University is a traditionally black what are they called?
It's a traditionally black college, except for Sean.
Yeah, except for Sean King, who's not traditionally black.
No, yeah.
Sean King is untraditionally
he
black.
He was the John Paxson on that team.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it is the Harvard is known as that's Howard is the Harvard of the black traditionally historically black college.
Right. It's a good school.
It's the top one.
But then he dropped out of school before completing his degree. So there's a lot of warning signs here.
Right.
I'd also say wearing sunglasses at all times and also having crosses all over you. I mean, it's like you're deflecting, right? The kid's got a cross in his earring. He's got the bigger the cross, the more drugs you deal.
It's what it is.
It's what it is.
Yeah.
You're either a fucking deacon or you're a drug dealer.
Now, Tim Dillon also wears sunglasses inside all the time, too. So what do you have to say about Tim?
He's shut off.
He's shut off. Tim is switched off.
He's switched off.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know. But, and then he founded Bad Boy Records, and he obviously made the notorious B.I.G. a big star before he killed him.
He did kill him now, right? Is that what we're saying?
I don't know, but I just have a feeling him and the other guy, Suge Knight, had something to do with it.
Every documentary now is starting to point to that, or there's been a couple ones that are saying that he's most likely was involved.
I feel like Sean Diddy's the type of guy that's so premeditated and calculated. He probably had the sample from Sting ready to go.
Right.
Before Biggie was even killed.
Right.
I think he probably cleared it and was like, he had Faith Evans. He was in his mind. He's like, Faith Evans is going to sing the chorus, and this is going to be a big hit, and this is going to catapult me. He knew Biggie dead was worth more, and Biggie already had an album recorded,
right?
So that was released posthumously. So
what a way to promo the new album. And that's what I'm getting worried about with life, too. It's like, are these movies so desperate now that they're going to, I'm watching the show on Netflix, Zero Day with Robert De Niro. It's a fascinating show, but it's about how, if they turned off the power grid, if planes started crashing into each other, I'm like, are these fuckers now getting so desperate that they'll just make real life shit happen to promote the movie?
It's a very good point.
Will they just take down a fucking plane and be like, oh, come see Flight 2?
That's a great point. I've thought of that with true crime content, right? It's like true crime content's so big. There's some producers going out there going, hey, kid, we'll take care of your family. We'll take care of everyone. You got stage 4 cancer. Go out and murder 3 girls.
Yeah.
So we can make a documentary.
Who's just doing it? Can you just put some weird symbol on your forehead and take a pic?
That's it.
That's it. And then you're going to get a cool 20 mil for the fam.
You'll get a cool 20 mil because they know they're going to make so much money off the content.
Because that should be, by the way, I forgot what country was doing that. Somebody was doing that. Some country was doing if you got with 6 months to live, they were just throwing you on the front lines of the army.
It's a good idea.
It's a glorious way to go. I forgot who it was. I won't remember. But it was some random nation.
It sounds like a Putin move. That sounds like a real smart strongman move to be like, all right, listen, these guys are going on the front lines.
Yeah, James Carville, Democratic strategist, I was just reading this morning, said that the Republican Party, Trump's Republican Party, is within 6 weeks of a full implosion.
Why?
I don't know.
Fighting with each other?
Because I was trying to read the New York Times, and then the words just got too big and I fell asleep. But James Carville, but he's saying I know I was wrong about Kamala Harris winning. I know he was saying I know I was wrong about these things. He said, but in 6 weeks it will implode. So that just scared me a little bit when the guy's giving a time frame.
Well, you do have different wings of things happening, right? You see the split between Elon Musk and Bannon and Trump and Bannon over immigration. Then you see the traditional Republicans. I was thinking about this the other day, not to get off Diddy too much.
Yeah.
But the traditional Republicans, because they were all Christian conservatives. Now you have a party that's been taken over by 2 guys who, between them, one guy fucked a porn star, cheated on his wife, fucked a porn star. His wife did pose with her tits out. He's got a couple of women. He's got a couple of kids with a couple different women.
Yep.
And then Elon Musk has 13 kids with 3 different women, one of which he ignores.
Elon Musk is putting out kids like he plays for the Jets.
He's putting them out like his name's Larry Johnson.
It's what it is.
Yeah, like his name
Antonio Cremon.
Yeah, Sean Kemp.
Yeah.
Because he's putting him out like he's a black NBA player.
It's what it is, cuz.
Yeah, or he's like Osama bin Laden.
Yeah.
There's a lot of kids. This ain't your mama's Republican Party no more.
The thing with Elon Musk, though, which is very interesting, I think it's actually looped around for him mentally, because I saw something where financially he could give each one of his kids $1 billion, and he still has over $100 billion. So he's good. So he doesn't care about that anymore. He's just spreading his seed.
No, he is totally good, and he's acting like a guy who does not give a fuck anymore. Chrissy, running a small business means you're wearing a lot of hats. We know that. Your personal phone becomes your business phone, and before you know it, you're juggling customer calls day and night. As your team grows, it becomes impossible to manage with your personal number. That is exactly where Open Phone comes in.
Now, if you're an entrepreneur, like we all are here in this room, right? You know that every missed call is a missed opportunity, but potential customers will not wait. They just call the next business on their list. Put them on the list.
Yeah, with Open Phone, you'll never let another customer's call go unanswered.
Listen, Open Phone is the #1 business phone system. They'll help you separate your personal life from your growing business for just $15 a month, the cost of a few coffees. You get complete transparency and visibility into everything happening with your business phone number.
Yeah, they've built a system that lets you track when calls are answered, who responded, how they handled it. It's all in one place, letting you really just focus on growing your business.
Plus, they've won multiple awards by G2 for software reviews and are trusted by over 50,000 businesses. Right now, Open Phone is offering 20% off your first 6 months when you go to openphone.com/hyenas. That's openphone.com/hyenas for 20% off 6 months. Openphone.com/hyenas. And if you have existing numbers with another service, Open Phone will port them over at no extra charge.
Beautiful. So things really fell off the rails for Diddy in 2023.
That's when
we
got bad.
got some video.
Yeah.
You got some video. Video always makes it worse.
Right.
Right? Because there was that guy, Greg Hardy, who beat the shit out of that woman. He played for the Dallas Cowboys.
And the Carolina Panthers.
And he ended up being an MMA fighter because Dana White will take anybody. But he beat the shit out of a woman, but there was no video of it.
Right.
Then Ray Rice gave his wife a clean shot,
Yeah.
a 2.
Yeah.
It was just a clean, straight right.
Yeah.
And he knocked her out. And his whole career got taken away because there was video of it. And unfortunately for Diddy, he beat the shit out of Cassie.
And there
in
was video of it.
And there was video of it.
And unfortunately, and the two things are this. One, obviously people are in shock that the towel never came off because of the movement. And two, what people are saying.
That's what I thought when I was watching it.
What people are saying too about this, what they said about this is, the hotel held this since 2016. They had this video and they never sent it they never did anything with it.
And I think it was only $50,000 that he paid off. It was only $50,000. Yeah,
this is
wasn't
bad,
a good
dude.
look. Oh, that's a bad one.
This is bad.
Yeah, that's bad.
This is bad.
Yeah.
Where did he now? How come nobody else came out of the hotel? Because does he just rent a floor? You
He
think
just drags her back, and he paid.
that makes me really not like him?
It's really horrible.
Yeah,
to
like
say.
I really don't like him, and because the thing is like.
So before this, you were on the fence.
Well, before this, I was bad boy for life.
Yeah.
And no, not that I was on the fence, but before this, you can make an allegation about someone, say this or that. You're like, are these people crazy?
It smells like a rotten egg.
Yeah, but it's just what it is. It's Timmy D. But then when you see this, like the fear in her, like what a pussy. You know what I don't like about it? You see what a pussy he actually is. To do this to a woman, only a pussy would do this.
Oh, yeah, of course.
You know?
Oh, yeah, of course.
And when you watch it, even though we've all seen it 100 times, when you watch it, it makes you angrier and angrier.
Yeah.
Every time that he did this to her.
And you know it would have been worse if he didn't have the towel because he's got one hand holding the towel.
Right.
So if he had two hands, it would have been worse.
It would have been worse.
But this is, I think he paid off the hotel. How come they didn't get in trouble? It was $50,000 to hold.
That's what I mean.
Only $50,000.
It was bad. Like people will do that. That's, I think the hotel finally them releasing it is not good.
Yeah. So she filed the lawsuit.
And she's, by the way, a stone cold piece.
She is pow, pow, pow.
She may be one of the most beautiful women I've ever seen in my life. Truly.
Yeah.
Hands down, truly.
Now, she's top. She's definitely top. I think you got to give Jennifer Connelly when she was younger.
You sent that the other day.
Mackerel.
I mean, do you ever see? She's got her boobs out in the movie.
Yeah.
You ever seen it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Cassie, someone that hot,
Yeah.
It's someone that hot. And so she accused him of rape, sex trafficking, physical abuse, and the lawsuit was settled shortly after filing. And then Combs was arrested after that in September 2024, and he was federally indicted on all the charges that we mentioned.
See, here's the thing: is for me, once you see video of something, it's very easy to believe all the charges. For me, it's very easy, and I know that technically, quote unquote, isn't fair.
Yeah.
But it's like, only a certain kind of person could do those things that he's accused of, and only a certain kind of person could do that.
Now,
I mean, we've all been mad at our girlfriends and wives.
Right.
I've never done that.
No,
you know?
No, we don't agree with that, and you can't do that. And it's
can't
bad.
do that.
And only fucking, like you said, pussies do that.
Yeah.
But
the worst I've ever done is gotten so mad at my girlfriend that I've walked down the hallway and like punched a door.
Right.
But to get it out. But it's like to actually physically put your hands on her like that over and over and over again is wild.
Right. And it's crazy, too, because sometimes your wife will talk to you in a way. Have you ever seen the way women talk to cops? I mean, they just don't care.
They don't care.
They just almost challenge you sometimes.
Right, to do it.
Go like, you don't understand.
Yeah.
You don't understand what kind of damage I could do.
Yeah.
Why don't you adopt a different tone? Because you're putting me in a very bad situation.
It's what it is, because at one time when this video came out, my boys sent me to the group chat, they sent a video of Jazz's head on Diddy and my head on Cassidy. It was a 10 out of 10. It was a 10 out of 10.
Now, let me ask you, have you watched Sean Diddy Combs' apology video?
No, but it wasn't. He says that he didn't do anything, right?
Well, it's very funny. Can you pull up Sean Combs' apology video and we see if it's convincing?
Let's see.
Let's see if it's convincing.
Yeah.
Because it's very funny in the context of just watching that video, watching this. Because what do you say after that?
Yeah.
How do you get out of that?
Yeah.
Do you go like, I dropped something, she dropped something, she was on the floor, I put her back down there to find it?
Yeah.
Like, how do you get out of that?
Yeah, I guess you. Here's the
Let's
video.
Apology. I mean, I hit rock bottom.
No. I think she technically hit rock bottom.
Right.
My behavior on that video is inexcusable.
Right.
I take full responsibility.
Well, nobody was accusing anyone else.
Right.
Now, Combs,
Yeah,
So he tried, but there's really nothing you can say.
But my thing is, though, if he was really actually so cold-blooded, like I'm saying, like how people say, some people say Diddy doesn't give a fuck, he's a criminal. When I even said before, the wall's closing in on him. When you see that video of him apologizing, he's actually trying to get out of it, so the walls are closing in on him.
They're closing it up. Now, do you think maybe, we don't know what have you ever played that trick on a friend where before they get in the shower, you turn the shower head to them getting in?
I've never been in a situation where I'm just playing a trick on somebody, it's another guy, and I'm in the shower with them. So I've never played a shower trick with a guy. Because the thing is, here's the thing with me, is I say some wildly gay stuff, but then what you say is just, it's uncomfortable.
Because it happened.
Yeah, because you're just in the shower with a guy.
Have you ever played that trick where someone turns the shower head and then you get in and the water sprays you? Like, what if she did that?
What do you mean?
And he got really upset and he chased her.
Oh, right, I see what you mean. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
Got it.
Like if someone turns it and then you turn it on and it sprays you and you just get upset.
I mean, here's
I'm
the
just
thing.
trying to find something.
If we were two guys, if that was me and you were running out in the towel and I was running out, and you could do that to me because it's just guy versus guy.
Right.
But the problem is she's a woman.
I forgot about that part.
Yeah, is she the mother of his children as well?
No, she's not. The mother of his children, she died of pneumonia. Yeah, the same way Floyd Mayweather's wife died just of mysterious disease at somewhere like 30-something. They just dropped dead.
Okay, so what happens?
I'm pretty sure that Floyd Mayweather killed his baby's mama.
So so I've been talking a lot about the Yuka app, which scans different foods and creams.
Because you're finding every way to bring up the Yuka app.
Yeah, because I love the fucking Yuka app.
We're talking about domestic violence, and now you're bringing up the Yuka app.
Well, because I just would be interested to know of what Diddy's baby oil score gets on the Yuka app. If it's giving people pneumonia, I don't know if it get high scores in the Yuka app.
Yeah.
Now Dana Tran, she died?
No. Kim Porter.
Oh my God.
He has 4 kids with Kim Porter.
Okay.
So look up Kim Porter and the cause of death, because the cause of death was very suspicious. It was very
suspicious-wishy.
Yeah, just like Floyd Mayweather's wife. It's a little like, what happened
But
here?
why does Floyd Mayweather's wife, what does that have to do with Diddy?
Well, because they died in the same way.
I see. So
That's
it
what
could have
I'm
been the same cream.
I'm just saying, yeah.
Right.
I'm just saying it could have been the same baby oil that was toxic if you run it through the Yuka app.
And put it on the Yuka, because the Yuka app is wild. Do you know about the Yuka app?
I do know about the Yuka app.
Are you going to get it?
No, we got to get them as a sponsor.
We got to get them a sponsor. Peggy, if you're listening, get them.
Yeah. So
By the way, on Reddit, people are asking, they think I said Tom Segura gets pegged.
Oh, that's what they think?
And that's what I did say, yeah.
Yeah, well, you're just going to have to guess. Is that on the Patreon? Or did we left that up?
People on the Reddit, thank you to the people who are defending us
It's not
on the
Tom
Reddit.
Segura.
It's not, but people are saying, for you even posing this question, like, get the fuck off the Patreon. That's our sacred space, you piece of shit. Like, people are going after this guy on the Reddit.
Yeah.
For posting why would you take something on the Patreon and make it public?
Yeah, who did that?
Fucking rat kid. You know what?
Someone posted that where?
Keep finding, keep going if you want, but I'm gonna find this motherfucker.
Find that fucker while I tell you that this woman.
Here we go. Did Chrissie accuse Tom Segura of getting pegged? This is from, I'm sorry to cut you off, but this is just on the record because we just want to call this motherfucker out. This is from Zealous Ideal, maybe 67. You can go fuck yourself.
Yeah, stop posting shit from the Patreon.
Because people are going, it's a character piece. You're breaking the Patreon rules. All this. They're fucking people going, security. You're breaking the rules. You're a certified FF.
Yeah.
But then some people are saying it's Tom Segura.
Yeah, but it's not Tom Segura.
It's what it is.
So,
go ahead, sorry.
So she died supposedly of lobar pneumonia. This woman, look at this woman.
Healthy, beautiful.
Yeah, she's not. People who die of lobar pneumonia are 86.
She was 47.
She was 47 years old, and she got lobar pneumonia.
Right.
And she died. Now, can you look up? Now, that's just, it's just interesting.
Yeah.
It's just interesting how she died. Can you look up the cause of death of Floyd Mayweather's baby mama?
Floyd Mayweather, baby's mama.
It was pneumonia.
Right.
Cause of death of Floyd. This is going to take forever.
Floyd Mayweather, baby's mama.
Mama.
There we go.
There we go. So she died of an accidental drug overdose when she was in her car.
But people are saying that could be a little bit of Diddy juice.
Or it's just, Diddy necessarily doesn't have anything to do with it. I'm just saying they're two suspicious deaths of baby mamas.
Right.
That just otherwise healthy woman, you know?
Yeah, so it just happened.
Died.
Yeah, and
people just die around Diddy, right? Like Biggie died.
Right.
She died. People just die.
The kid Diddy. So Diddy, and by the way, Diddy is still, he hasn't even been transferred to like a federal prison. He's sitting in like Manhattan. He's sitting in like a Rikers Island style thing, like a bad, dirty jail.
Yeah.
It's not, and I don't know that he's going to get like, I don't know if he's in solitary. I don't know.
Yeah, he's
federal custody in Brooklyn.
Yeah, he's in Brooklyn. So is he exposed to the other inmates? Because they're going to get at him.
He's going to. I mean, he would get killed in jail. Are you surprised how long he's still alive? Are you surprised?
It must mean that there's nothing crazy. There must be no politicians or something like that.
Right.
It's got to just be like actors or something. Because if it was politicians, the kid would be fucking dead as Jeffrey Epstein.
Right.
Right. So it's like, what are you looking at, Jis?
I'm laughing at they posed the question on how many followers he's lost.
Interesting.
He still has 3.6 million followers on social.
So he's lost 1 million.
So it's like whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. So Diddy also has over 1 million fake accounts that he can no longer
like
promote.
bots.
Yeah.
Right.
Other artists who lost followers during the purge.
What celebrities unfollow Diddy is a good one.
Yeah. LeBron James, Patrick Mahomes, and Steph Curry chose to publicly
They
distance
probably most
themselves.
likely at the parties.
Yeah. Well,
they said LeBron was.
LeBron's been at the parties.
But what are you going to do?
What are you going to do?
We would all go. If we were invited 5 years ago, we would have fucking went.
Well, I think he had two parties. He had the first one, and then the freak-offs were later that night.
Right. Which I wouldn't have been able to stay awake. No. We're kids that can't stay up that late.
No, I would have been able to make it.
So we would have been protected even if we got invited to the second one. Kids, we would have been night-night.
Yeah,
because we want to wake up early and we want to go look at museums.
Yeah, yeah. Jennifer Lopez, interestingly, was involved in that shooter thing. Right? Because that was
also died, and she was connected to him.
Aaliyah was also
right.
died.
This is Aaliyah,
yeah,
right? Is that in the middle? Is that Aaliyah?
That is Aaliyah.
So she also died,
but she died in a plane crash. But who knows?
But that's the thing is when you start to, it's like when you start to see these videos, you start to say how much was he involved with or not involved with. I don't know.
Yeah, well, I think J-Lo did she hide the gun for him or something like that?
She's also a stone cold piece.
Stone
Aaliyah,
cold.
J-Lo, and Aaliyah was a stone cold piece.
Stone cold. She did something too where it was like, J-Lo, what's going on? But just the music industry, it's just too much money.
Yes.
It's too much. These people make too much money. That's why I think Diddy was able to get away with it. He was getting away with this for decades.
The thing is, too, like the government and all that, I really believe at the highest levels, they don't want these people going down and getting arrested because they are using them to like get their messages out through their art. So they don't want I don't know that they love that Diddy's in jail, but it probably was so big and so bad that they had to just sacrifice one to save the others.
You make a good point because when you think about Snoop Dogg, Snoop Dogg also was on trial for murder, and he got acquitted.
Yep.
And now he's at the Olympics.
Yeah.
So it's like maybe they just say to you, hey, look, you're going to work for us now.
Sure.
You're going to work for us now. You're going to do a positive message. You're going to say what we're going to say. You're going to become friends with Martha Stewart. We want to calm your community down a little bit.
Yeah.
So maybe they do that.
I think that there's a lot of truth to that.
There could be.
And I wonder if it's one of those things where Snoop Dogg and the powers that be like that Snoop Dogg and those guys, they've never even spoken to about it. It's just the powers that be are kind of orchestrating it behind like little puppets, and they're saying, this is what he's going to do now.
I think 100% that's true.
And they're not, like you would talk to Snoop, you said no one's ever approached me like that at all, but in the background, it's all being orchestrated.
Because think about it, dude. Ice-T. You remember Ice-T?
Sure.
He was making all those albums about cop. He made a song called Cop Killer. It was massive. And then the next thing you know, he's just a neutered actor playing a cop.
On Law and Order.
He played a cop after doing Cop Killer. So they just go, we're going to neuter these people.
That's what it is, cuz.
Yeah. You're just going to neuter them to calm everyone down.
So, I mean, they're saying some people said that's why Ben Affleck and J-Lo got a divorce, too. Is because
the Diddy allegation.
Because Ben Affleck knew what was coming and he wanted to get away. That also is conspiratorial, could be bullshit.
But yeah, I mean, listen, this stuff comes out and you're married to this woman. You're going like, you know what?
I got to be honest with you.
I got a tough enough time not drinking booze.
I got to be honest with you.
Yeah.
There was, I think at some point years ago, a part of me that maybe like even did get into comedy in 2010, 2011, like 2010-ish. I'd be like, oh, I want to be famous. I want to get invited to all this stuff. But I am very thankful that the career, like I'm old enough now to know what I want and know that I don't want to actually ever get to these levels where I even ever know these people.
I think there is a level where you have to do something. Like, you know,
I don't want to do it.
You know, when you join the mob, you got to like show that you're, that you're cool.
Yeah.
Are you cool?
Yeah.
Because like when these people get a lot of money and fame and stuff, ordinary life stuff doesn't get them off anymore. And so they do crazy stuff. And if you're going to be able to see their crazy stuff, they want to know if you're
crazy.
cool.
Right.
Are you cool?
Are you cool?
Are you willing to do some stuff so you can't rat on me and I can't rat on you? Chrissy D, are you cool?
Because I think that's what happened with Epstein's Island, right? It was just them getting people, good, normal people, to not even know that they were getting massage or having sex with 16-year-old, 17-year-old girls. Some did, I'm sure, but they didn't know. And then they have video of them, and now you're just under their thumb.
And here's another thing.
But you got to be famous enough to get invited to those things first.
And here's another thing. When you're that famous and you're making that much money and there's that many advertisers that are sponsoring your programs or whatever it is, they need to know that you're not going to go rogue.
Got it.
They need to know that you're just not, they don't like independence. They don't like that. Like, oh, I have different feelings. I want to say this. They're like, no, that's not what you can't do that. So we have to have something on you that makes you know that you can't go rogue.
Yeah,
you got to just work for us.
You got to work for us, and it's good to just be within your means and just say, you know what? I just want to I do my comedy as art. Some people might call it spoken word, and that's just what I do. I do my spoken word poetry as my art, and because what Chelsea Handler, what you may hear that episode next week, you may hear it in March. It depends what we decide to do, but she did say that there are so many people right now that would do anything to be famous. Right. And I'm telling you and I do not have that in our brains.
No.
Not do anything. I wouldn't do anything to do it.
Right.
Because it scares me more. Fame now definitely scares me more than it calms me. It scares me.
Right. The closest I've come to, have you ever, like, you've met a lot of people in the industry.
Sure.
Has anyone ever like given you the willies?
Not the willies, but I do feel that there was a time where I feel like I was invited to a party with a couple of like A-listers not a party, they were just in a hotel room, and I went and I felt that, they were all wearing the same like pajama zip-ups, and I felt like, and they made me put a pajama zip-up on, and I did, and because it was fun or whatever, and then, like I had to go, I had a show, it was in Vegas, I had a show, so I was only there for 20 minutes, but I did feel like, why was everyone wearing the matching zip-up pajamas?
Are you cool? That's what they were saying.
Like,
are you willing to put
pajamas
on?
And I threw that on,
yeah.
But that's it. And then I left. But I was like, what was the point of the zip-up? Because in the moment, you're not even thinking about it. But then it wasn't until I texted the pic to my boys, they were like, why are you in this fucking Illuminati ritual?
Right.
And I was like, what are you talking about? They're like, why are you all wearing matching zip-up shit?
Right.
And I was like, huh.
they do stuff like that. I think.
Yeah.
Just like it could have just been fun. Could have been like, hey, we're having fun.
Yeah.
Or it could have been like, this is the first thing we ask you to do to see if you comply.
Right.
And then
little by little,
you into it. Yeah.
it goes in.
Ease you into it. Yeah.
Because you think there are people who are out there who would say, if you just do da-da-da, which is is illegal, we'll put you in the movies. They will do it.
I just explained to you why it's important. It makes absolute sense.
But they would do. You're saying there's people alive right now that would, no doubt about it, do it.
We'll do it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think when you're in a position where you're a little naive to what that means, you do it. And sometimes I think often you do it, a lot of people do it unknowingly.
Right.
So you're hooking up or whatnot, and you just don't know you're being filmed, or you don't know it's been set up for you. You know, if they really got their eyes on you and they want to make you into something very commercial, they need to know you're not going to go rogue. There's too much at stake.
Right.
They need to know that you're in control. You can't say certain things. Everything has to be within
Do you
these
think
lines.
that's the old Hollywood? But do you think with Hollywood losing some of its power and cachet now, do you think it's still going to be like that moving forward?
I think Hollywood will always be like that, but Hollywood has lost its grip on power
Because of social media and the internet.
Because of the internet. People only really get famous on the internet now. No matter which way you slice it, it's like, you're invited to the party. It's all people who've gotten famous on the internet.
Yeah, if we're talking about specifically fame, it's just the internet. You can still make money in the industry, but if we're talking about fame specifically, you are correct.
It's the internet that makes you famous.
The internet only.
Now, the only person that I remember meeting who really gave me the willies was Mark Burnett.
Who's Mark Burnett?
He does Survivor.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Big time producer.
Yeah.
He did The Apprentice.
So what gave you the willies millies
I met him
about
in Vegas. I met him in Vegas.
How long ago?
This was years ago. This is like beginning of comedy. And I met him. It had nothing to do with comedy. I was with
this kid.
Yes.
Okay.
I was with Mike Brillstein,
legendary manager.
his son. I was with his son, and we were just like there, and they were there for something. And Mike knew him. He said hello to Mike, and then he said hello to me. And Mike was like, he's a comedian. I was starting out. And just the way he looked at me, he's just like a shark. It was just like, and he looked at me like intently. I don't know whether he wanted to eat me.
Right.
But he
Right.
just.
Because you were a handsome kid.
I don't know if it was that. I don't
Right.
know if it was that, but it was just this look of, it just gave me he was shaking my hand and the eye contact was so strong and it stayed for so long. It was like he was reading my whole person. He was just, I don't know what it was. Maybe he was coked up. I don't know. But his eyes were just like cold.
Right.
And I think it makes sense. I mean, the kid was a nanny. He was a nanny in Hollywood, and then somehow he became one of the massive producers in the industry.
And he's still a massive
So
producer.
you just gotta, and think about the type of personality you have to start out as a nanny in Hollywood, and then pitch a show that's going, hey, this is the type of personality you gotta be a little shut off to go, I got a great idea. We take all these people, we put them on an island. We deprive them of food and see if they turn into animals.
Yeah.
And if they kill each other. And whoever can live and doesn't die, he wins.
Yeah.
Someone who comes up with that idea, you're going, this kid's a little shut
Also,
off.
too, people also got to talk about, like, if you want to be a contestant on these types of shows, Survivor or The Bachelor, Bachelorette, you got a leaky roof.
You got
a little bit of a leaky roof.
You've got a leaky roof, yeah.
Yeah.
I think you got a leak in your roof. I mean, it's just, because like,
And we do stand-up comedy, and our roofs are a little less leaky than these people.
I said dribble hit in the kitchen.
Yeah.
There's a dribble of water.
Yeah.
I do have a pot out. You do hear a ting, 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 ting. There's
Yeah.
a water drip.
Yeah.
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 When it rains out, it's no good.
Yeah, I mean, you threw on, chancletas from the 99 cents or the wig, so leaky roof.
We got leaky roof.
Leaky roof,
Yeah. And nobody who sees the Mauricio or Pano's videos goes, this guy is 100%.
Yeah.
Like just one of the sanest guys you're
Right.
going to talk to.
Right. Yeah,
I got a leaky roof.
Right, I've moved 9 times in 8 years. I got a leak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got a leak.
I got a leak.
Yeah.
But we're still in more control than I think if you want to be a contestant on these shows.
Yeah.
There's just some type of insatiable need to be like, look at me.
Yes.
Right?
I think it's probably no different than what we got. A little bit.
But at least could ours be considered art a little bit, though? Like we have like,
Yes.
quote unquote talent.
100%.
As
I see what
opposed to
you're
just put a
saying.
camera on me and let me survive on an island.
100%.
Right.
100%. Yeah. You make a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're signing up for that show. Yeah. If you're signing up for
Like
Survivor.
we do have a talent.
Yeah, we do have a talent. Yes.
Yeah.
We're doing this because we have a talent. We're not just doing this.
No, yeah.
People told us we were funny and we're doing
Yeah, I didn't. The first time for the first 5 years of my career, there were no cameras on.
Yeah,
me. I
yeah.
just was doing comedy because I love to do comedy.
Yeah, I mean, I was a class clown. I
Right.
got suspended from schools. I got kicked out of schools.
Born to do this
Yeah,
in many
yeah,
ways.
in some ways, it was just only thing I could do. Yes.
Right.
So you do make a very valid point. If you do sign up to see if you live on an island and have people film it,
That's what it is.
Yeah,
I mean, the kid's got a net worth of a cool 385 schmil to 500 schmil.
yeah, he's definitely a very rich man.
I mean, a kid made some fucking money.
Huge money. He also is responsible for the man sitting in the White House.
Donnie T?
Absolutely, dude. Without The Apprentice, Donald Trump does not become a national celebrity.
Now, are Mark Burnett and Donnie T still cool?
Probably. But Mark Burnett created The Apprentice, and The Apprentice was a big hit, and The Apprentice is what exposed Donald Trump to the country. I mean, that's why he got elected. Before that, he was a New York celebrity.
Yeah, he was. I knew him from Eddie, that movie Eddie with Whoopi Goldberg.
Yeah, he was in. He had a couple of small roles. He was a gossip column billionaire. He wasn't like he was on Howard Stern a few times, but he wasn't like a nationally known like celebrity.
Right.
This made him a celebrity. Mark Burnett made him a nationally recognized celebrity. He made the Heartland fall in love with them. Before this, he was known by like Russell Simmons. He was hanging out with rappers and sort of a gossip column.
Do you think Mark Burnett, even behind the scenes during the initial presidential campaign, might have been helping Donnie T with shit?
I would not be surprised.
Right.
I would not be surprised. Yeah, there's just a whole world out there that me and you are not.
Because Timmy Dillon just walked in, so
We'll have to get back to this.
We're going to get back to this. Come on. Tim Dillon is here.
Yes, forget what was Chelsea coming on to promote? Her stroke?
Yes.
What was she?
Yeah. Her book, her special on Netflix.
Good. Another book.
Yeah, she wrote.
Those readers in this country.
That's what Jesse was saying too. Jesse, said, who the fuck is actually reading the book?
Yeah, well, I mean, her first book, I've read her first book, was very funny.
Yeah.
The Horizontal Life book. And she's a great comedic writer for the first book. There's more books, I haven't read them.
Yeah, there's
Never met her. Saw her on a flight from New York to L.A. Lovely woman, hard worker.
Yeah,
Would me and her get along?
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
She was kind of cool. She was cool, but she was kind of just, it was one of those things, like it felt like, you make a joke, like Yannis, I forgot, you made some joke about like security guards or something like that, and she was like, no, there's no security guards on a mountain. Of course not.
Yeah.
Something like that.
She's rich.
She's rich. She's a little shut off.
She's switched off.
She's been rich for a while. God bless her. She's earned her money.
It's what it is. So now we got Timmy D in here. Timmy D back in New York.
She would never have you on Chelsea lately. You're not her type of gay, is what you're saying.
No. I don't think me and her would have a great time together.
But it would be fun to watch.
Yeah, I mean, I tend to view things differently than she does.
Yeah, you do.
And that's just the only it's the only way to say it, really.
Right.
It's the only nice way to say it.
Right.
You do feel like you're in trouble around people like her, like the people who are like very, very, very progressive. You always feel like you're with comedy. Like you do. I did feel during that episode, even though she was very nice, I felt like I'm one more word away from doing something like stepping on a landmine I didn't even know I was stepping on. Like I offended her in I don't even fucking know how.
She's set in her ways. She said she thinks that that Roe v. Wade got overturned because of the Me Too movement and it was causal. And I was going, I don't see the.
Here's the thing. It's just, you'll never be able to explain to someone like her that there are people in America that are not in favor of abortion.
Right.
You just won't be able to explain it to her. It'll be a conspiracy. It'll be... Now, I'm not one of them, by the way. I'm pro-choice, but I know many of them.
Yeah.
I grew up with them.
Yeah, Long Island.
And they are against abortion.
Right.
So it's not a conspiracy to say that Roe v. Wade... Now, I think that more Americans probably are pro-choice than pro-life, and you're seeing that with the states that are ratifying abortion in their state constitutions and stuff like that. But there's a significant amount of people that disagree with her. I think the problem with the posture that people have on some of those issues is like she thinks that no one's disagreeing with her. They're either misinformed or they've been bamboozled or taken advantage of. Mm-hmm. No one can have a real fundamental disagreement with her because she has a house in Mallorca.
Right.
So no, you know what I mean?
Right.
So no one can really disagree with her. They've all just been kind of fed a bunch of bullshit. And so that's my thing. I'm all like, you can disagree with me.
Right.
I believe you can have a different opinion than I do. It doesn't mean you're wrong, and it doesn't mean you're stupid, and it doesn't mean you're misinformed.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, I get it, man. I mean, fucking. Oh yeah, we were talking about this before you. As soon as you walked in, this guy James Carville's going nuts, saying that the Trump's Republic is about to implode in 6 weeks.
No one should listen to any of these people, and I'll tell you why.
Tell me.
They have destroyed their party. Until they evict all of the Democrats and replace them with new people, they're going to be fucked. I like a lot of what he says,
right?
But his whole thing now is going, well, let's just wait till they implode. They haven't yet.
Yeah.
They haven't. By the way, you can find examples of him saying things like that during the campaign.
Right.
The wheels are going to come off.
And
Don't
they
worry
didn't.
about it.
He said Kamala was going to win.
Right.
Yeah.
So they're all, at the end of the day, they all say the same shit, and they need to just throw people overboard and get new people.
Now that the sales have definitely switched.
Yeah.
And the wind is coming in another direction.
Yeah.
Does alternative comedy come back and become huge again?
Unicycles are back.
Yes.
Unicycles are back. You're going to see a lot of cabaret.
Yeah.
You're going to see a lot of top hats and handlebar mustaches, as you should.
Yeah, you're gonna hear a lot of comments going, you know what's weird?
Yeah.
Like they always say that.
Well,
hey, this is weird.
It should, and it should though. That's the thing. It like should.
Counterculture
There was
comedy.
a lot of funny stuff in that world and there was a lot of unfunny stuff. But like,
The bottom line is we're not doing shows at Sesh Comedy.
No, it was just cold.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a great venue, but I was cold because they didn't have a heater in the non-green room.
I did a show with Tim. Tim did it. Tim Dillon and friends at this place, Sesh Comedy.
Because I wanted to go back in time and go like, remember what it felt like to do like the old school rooms and you know,
and it was funny just standing there with Tim because it was freezing. Goes, I don't remember being at an open mic and getting fucking pneumonia.
Yeah,
no heat, and it's true.
It was no heat, but
it's true.
It's a great venue for younger people, and I
100%.
just for me personally, I do like the Stand. I do like to be treated nicely.
Yeah.
They do have a kitchen. They cook good food.
You like to get a nice little salmon fillet.
Well, you know what it is? It's the Stand. If you know anything about the Stand, it reminds me of what New York used to be. The city used to be run by overweight criminals.
yes.
And it was run by overweight criminals. That's what you don't understand. Like when you see Gangs of New York and you see, who's the star of that? Daniel Day-Lewis.
Daniel Day, right.
But in reality, he would be 400 pounds.
Sure.
Like Boss Tweed was the size of a car.
Right.
And that reminds me, I like the Stand because I like that. And I like that they charged me a crazy amount of money for my birthday party. I said, I just want pizzas. And they got an ice luge and a sword swallower and took all the money.
Yeah.
I liked that. I think it's good. I think it's good because they say, fuck them, let's hit them over the head.
No, here's the thing. We did a show for them 2 months ago. They completely 100% lost the footage.
Yeah.
And they charged us in full. And the show was 2 months ago. We still haven't gotten the money yet.
Still have not.
So, but we were sending an invoice that you're not getting a discount, even though we lost the entire footage. You're paying in full, and you'll get your money when you get your money.
I don't know how they pay for it. Do they own the building? They may own this building.
No one knows what's going on at all.
Which is great.
Yeah.
What was a better time in New York City history specifically than the 80s and the 90s when it was fully run by the fucking mob?
Best. It should be.
And it should be. And, people, I know in amongst the mobsters, I get that. I understand one side of that. But in the neighborhoods where the mobsters live, no crime. No problems. Yeah. Everybody was okay.
Well, they have a monopoly on the crime.
But they're not committing crime again. Your mom could walk down the street.
That's right. And that's what I like about the Stand. They're not robbing everyone in the neighborhood. They're robbing us.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah.
They're robbing the people that walk into the building. So that's what I like.
That's what I like.
Like they're not just grabbing an old lady. They're like, no, come do a show here. Where's the money?
No, Tim Dillon's making some cash now. Let's squeeze him.
Let's get him.
Let's get the sword swallower. He won't even notice.
I get it.
And
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
You're always going like,
I don't even know. There's so many rooms here. There's people. I don't know what any of them do.
Nobody does.
No.
I have no idea what any of them are doing.
I didn't even ask them. They don't know what they're doing.
I don't know what they're doing. I just know I'm getting an invoice every week and I'm paying it up. And it's on
I don't know
auto
what
pay.
they're doing. There's people, there's women with just sitting there eating salad quietly and going back to work.
It's what it is.
I don't know what they could be doing.
I haven't performed at the Stand in 3 years, but yet I've been advertised every week. That's just what it is. You just pay the people, just deal with it.
It's old school.
It's just old school.
Yeah, you got to respect.
And then Chris looks at you and says, why don't you come do his podcast? And guess what? I did it.
Yeah.
I'm here.
It's smart.
It's smart.
Well, I mean, the city now, New York City, is kind of being run by one of those old
Venezuelan
school guys.
migrants.
Yeah.
Well, that's changed a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I was in when I was in Arizona, I was in Phoenix. I was like, what's different around here? Oh, this place got a little more white.
Yeah.
They're disappearing.
Yeah.
But now our mayor is a little bit of a criminal, no?
Eric Adams is a fun guy. Yeah. I prefer those two words.
I like that.
Yeah.
And I don't know what he did that was even that bad. He got, what did he get, upgraded a flight?
In Turkey,
What did he
it's
get,
bullshit.
like first-class flight tickets?
It's one of those things that I was telling him, a friend of mine. By the way, Eric Adams, History Hyenas alum. He was on the
Right,
show
he
in
was
2020,
here.
so that should be your first thing. But he said he got upgraded on a flight to Turkey, which I was saying a friend of mine who's been a cop for 20 years said when the powers that be want to come down on you, all of us have committed crimes. We don't even realize our crimes. It's just 99.9
Well, this is the
are never
thing. I think
prosecuted.
like this is the problem. Like everybody's going around and going like Trump inflated the price of a condo and Eric Adams got airline ticket. And you go, guys, is this all you got?
Right.
Yeah.
If this is all you got, this is not good. These are weak cases.
It's not, yeah.
I think he looked the other way on a fire code on the Turkish embassy, and then in exchange they
I got to be
got him a
honest.
flight.
Yeah, I
cares?
mean, no one cares.
Yeah.
I mean, no one cares. Like, if to me, that's a fine, right? If you look the other way on a thing, it's a fine. I mean, the Turkish embassy didn't burn down with a bunch of people.
Yeah. I mean,
You
what-
of all people shouldn't care what happens to the Turkish embassy.
No. We actually made a joke about that. I was like, look the other way on the fire code
Right.
on that. Actually, set a fire, put it to
And by the way,
test.
nobody cares either. I bet you Anthony Weiner can get reelected. Andrew
Right.
Cuomo's looking like he's going to be the mayor of New York if he comes out. So it's like people don't give a shit.
It's the criminal you know.
right.
It's really the criminal you know now. And
Right.
Donald Trump was a criminal we knew.
Yeah.
He's like, we know him. He's a little shady. He has things
Well,
going
now I
on.
know
But
that-
it's America. We're a little shady.
Yeah,
and
we are.
We've got stuff
We're the
going on.
war clan. There's a
lot of stuff.
I saw now they're saying that Trump is and Trump's family are Russian assets, and they always have been, and that's what we should be really weary of.
I mean, it's just it didn't work. It doesn't work. It doesn't make sense. Imagine being Russia and going, one day this guy who's at WWF is going to be the president of the United States.
yeah.
So we're going to recruit him,
Right.
and then follow this unlikely political career to where it just doesn't make sense.
Doesn't make sense.
I don't think. I think he likes Russia.
Right.
I think he has business in Russia.
Right.
I think he respects Putin. I think he respects strong leaders, whether you think that's good or not.
Right.
I think he does have a relationship with him and respects
Right.
him. Is he a Russian asset? I don't really know. There's nothing in the first term of his administration to signify that he was a Russian asset.
No.
He did deals that actually Russia didn't love.
And here's the truth: if Anthony Weiner or Andrew Cuomo doesn't win the presidency, Corinne Fisher will, the mayor.
Corinne Fisher is running for mayor.
For New York
I
City
am
mayor, yeah.
supporting her.
Me too. Now, how
Right.
do you get on the ballot? She can get on the ballot.
I think I think anyone can run for mayor, but we're looking here in the city and state of New York on who the actual
So who's
nominees are, but
who's
she's
running?
not on here.
she's not on.
So I think it's a
officially.
very, very local thing. We got Zoran Mamdani, which I could tell by the name is probably not going to get the vote in Staten Island.
I'm going to say no.
Yeah, Staten
I'm not going to
Island's
read
not-
that. I'm just going to
Yeah,
say
Staten
no.
Island's going to say no to that. Yeah.
Yeah. So we got
That's my boy.
that's
Eric
your boy,
Adams
I
probably
think
gonna
Eric
win.
Adams is the guy.
I like Eric Adams.
And then you got Brad Ladner, who's the New York City comptroller. I still don't really quite
Go
understand.
down a little bit. His ideological stance in brief: Brownstone, Brooklyn, progressive. Bye.
See you later.
See you later.
Jessica Ramos.
Okay, here we
Our
go.
ideological stance would be pro-labor, progressive. Thorne and Steve Cohen side. Very interesting.
So you just lost the
Goodbye.
Mets fans. Get out of here. Let's go Mets.
Zelnor Myrie,
There he is. Let's see
state
what he
senator
is.
representing Brooklyn.
Progressive, increasingly pro-real estate Democrat. Ooh, well, I like the end of that.
Yeah.
Pro real estate. So he's not out yet.
He's not out. Pro-real estate. I like to be progressively pro-real estate.
Zoran Mamdani, unfortunately, on the name is just not going to get
His
the vote.
ideological stance, the leftist
socialist.
of them all, a pro-Palestinian
Socialist
socialist
Democrat.
Democrat who isn't shy about it. Thanks, goodbye. Good night. Thanks so much. I will go to Texas tomorrow. I will buy a mansion in Austin
yeah. He's
got
and
no
apologize to Mr. Rogan.
Yeah, he's got no chance. Then we got Scott Stringer. His
A
ideology.
Manhattan liberal who had a shot as a progressive mayoral candidate last cycle, but is tacking center now.
Okay.
got a shot.
Got a shot.
Michael Blake.
These guys look handsome, put together.
Moderate Democrat in the style of Barack Obama. Not bad.
Not bad. I'm not.
Not bad.
He's not out. This guy. I like this guy.
Don't hate that.
Yeah.
Hasn't raised a lot of money though.
All right.
Unfortunately.
But we could change that.
Yeah.
We'll change it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we got Jim Walton.
independent with a pugnacious streak. Well, I don't even know what that means.
But he's raised some money. Look at that.
Raised a little bit of money.
He's
He
raised
might
a
be
little bit of money.
interested.
Lives in Brooklyn Heights.
Yeah, over $500,000 in private donations.
He wants to root out corruption in New York City, so that's that. Unfortunately, then that he's trying to shut down this club, so we can't have that.
Yeah.
That's not
We need the stand.
Then we
Whitney
got
Tilson.
Whitney Tilson.
Ooh, I like this. Pro charter school Wall Street moderate focused on public safety. Daddy, sign me up! Sign me up! A nice Connecticut Wall Street fucking suit? Yeah. Focus on public safety is just nice to hear. Nice to hear.
It's what it is.
Yeah.
He's gonna, every cop's going to have an AK-47 with
That's
him,
right.
and the streets are getting
He wants
clean.
to grow the city's economy, rein in spending, and reduce violent crime. That seems good.
Yeah, I like this guy.
I like it.
Yeah.
Sliwa.
Oh, this guy.
This criminal used to stage attacks in the subway.
Yeah. He's he's an eccentric conservative activist who joined the Republican Party a few years
He's
ago.
got cachet, though. He's got a name.
He's got a name. People know who he is.
Yes.
He used to fake all those attacks and then they'll solve them.
Yep,
Yeah.
he tried to walk into the Village Underground like a couple of months ago, and they wouldn't let him in.
Really?
Yeah, well, just because his name, he's saying I'm Curtis Seaway, and they said, well, your name's on the list.
Interesting.
So, but he had the whole beret on and everything, and I think he had to go just wait online.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got an outfit, that's for sure.
Yeah.
He certainly got
It's
it.
from the Upper West Side.
Yep.
And,
He's not. He came close last time. Not
And
close,
there's
but
no Corinne on this.
no, not on this list. That's
Not
why.
on this
That's why.
list.
Unless we're
She's not a major candidate.
So get Corinne on the list.
You think we should scrap our plan to run for mayor at this point?
I think it's probably out.
Yeah,
I think it was probably out when I bought the Kanye West T-shirt.
Yeah.
There's a paper trail that I bought it as a goof. Bought it as a goof, but I feel like
There is
that'll
a
come
paper
back
trail.
out.
Oh,
and
that's
probably
coming
not
out.
be good.
That's
Yeah,
coming
so
out.
that's just you got a quick Google search and
Yeah.
you'll find.
Yeah.
But all right. Well, listen. If we always read the newest members of the Patreon out at the end of every episode, they go to patreon.com/historyhyenas. And then Tim, if you could just help us pick, there's only 2 pages of them today.
Yeah.
And we'll just 2 minutes of your time, and we'll just pick the one that we think is the PPW, the pseudo penis of the week.
Do you mind sitting in?
No.
It's 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So we got Fumartha Stewart.
From Arthur Stewart.
Okay.
I like that.
Benjamin Fry. Father Bill tore my esophagus. It's a priest joke.
Yes.
Shima Johnson. Ballsack Obama.
No,
Okay,
Nothing's
not-
moving him yet.
Ladder lesbians are crisis thespians. Burnt L.A. because Trump pres again. Too wordy.
Too much.
John Wilkes fumes.
I don't like that a little.
He likes
Okay,
it
so
a
it's
little.
almost-
So that's what we call a Drexler.
Garamella. Caramella's yum. Kimchi monkey who cloned his dog, but it didn't taste the same.
That I like.
that kimchi monkey?
That I like.
So that's on the list.
That I
That's
like.
a contender.
That I like.
Okay.
I'm not going to lie. I like that one.
Calling yourself a kimchi monkey is
I
funny.
just like that coupling of words.
Yes.
That's a
Yeah.
good one.
Mark von Salkma, Casey Schneider, Allison got to think about it. Horny Jeet Weed. My bagel face made Father Bill spray holy water. Okay. Truman Gaines, make no mistake, it's what it is. Shane O'Leary. Greg, my girl stands there with her hairbrush and she gives me a weird look and I say sometimes. Rodriguez, ladder 14. Don't get that one, but thank you. Donnie T's glue in your mother's ragu.
Okay, I got to be honest. I don't hate that.
You don't hate that?
that
So that's on the list. Okay.
These are good
with your
picks.
mother's ragu.
These
Yeah.
are good picks.
Bacon, egg, and cheeks. I know Vinny is a freak in the sheets. Okay. 6 deep squeak. Yanni blowing the light in the loafers. FF to his left, a.k.a. Chrissy Queen, ladder 14. Okay. Akash Singh better laugh and agree or Schultz is getting a new H-1B.
I got to be honest. That might be it.
It might be tough to beat
That
that.
might be it.
So we'll
That's going to be tough.
We'll read a few more just as a formality, but we kind of know.
That's tough.
Okay,
That's gonna
yeah,
be tough to
just as a few more names as a
That's
formality.
It's a
Well,
good
you
one.
never know. Someone
Okay.
can come in. Yeah.
Fuming as a gay guy over there is an acronym. Okay, Jeffrey Dahmer's chicken thigh meatballs. It's a dark meat joke, cuz. Okay, the consensual sex of Nanjing. Cuzzy Wuzzy the Papusa monkey. Rasputin is shooting gluten where Chrissy D is tootin'. Okay. Chrissy disfigured toes. Dillon the Franks and Beans. Male toot piece. History Hyenas, a.k.a. Mystery Malakas. Uncircumcised piece. Okay. I think honestly on this one, we got a couple of ones that we've heard before. I think that I don't know who's going to beat to not waste Tim's time. I don't know.
I think it's that.
I don't know. I think the winner, I don't even think we need to go through it this time. I think the clear-cut winner right now is going to be Akash Singh, better laugh and agree, or Schultz is getting a new H-1B.
I think that's
the winner.
And you are the winner. You go to History Hyenas is back, and you'll see your name up there in lights. Thank you so much for joining the Patreon. Tim, where can they see you?
TimDillonComedy.com is any live dates. Tim Dillon Show.
That's it, baby.
Check it out.
ChristieComedy.com, YannisPComedy.com. We got YannisPappas.comedy.com, sorry.
Yeah, or History Hyenas is back.
Or HistoryHyenas.com. All our live dates are up there. Thank you so much, babes.
Yeah, see me in Philly this weekend.
Go this weekend.